Ryan, let's talk a low appraisal. So what happens if the appraisal comes back and it is lower than what the buyer is under contract for?
Yeah, this came up recently for me, so it's very timely Tip Tuesday today. Now, just a reminder when purchasing a home, most of the time an appraisal is required, and an appraisal, just I know we talked about it before. It's really an estimate of a home's market value from a licensed professional. That's really what it is. So this is important for mortgage banks because they want to see that the home that they are financing has equity. Equity really is the difference between that appraised value and the loan amount. And the reason this is important for mortgage banks is that, they have to consider really worst case scenario, if for any reason the homeowners can't pay the mortgage, that the bank could sell the home and still make some of the money back to cover their losses. So they rely on their appraiser to show them that there is equity in the home to protect their asset, really. So let's just say, for instance, just kind of as an example here, you're purchasing a home for 400,000 and putting 5% down. That would be $20,000. And the bank would really consider that the initial equity in the home. So, but let's just say, for example, the appraisal comes in low. It only appraises for 370,000. So even if you put that $20,000 down based off this value, you have no equity in that house. So this is much more risky for the banks, and they don't want to move forward with that low value. So you have really three options when this happens. And one is you could ask the seller to drop the price to that appraised value. This is best case scenario for the buyers. You get the house for cheaper. So it could be really good news when this happens. But if they don't do that, you can, number two, bring in the difference between the purchase price and the appraised value. Now, remember, on top of this, though, you still need to put your down payment, for, in this case, 5% down of the appraised value on top of the difference. So this could get very expensive, and not everybody wants to do it. And sometimes you could kind of meet in between, where the seller drops the price a little bit, you bring a little bit of difference, and everybody's happy. So that's part of the renegotiation that can happen after an appraisal comes in. And number three, if you don't really agree on dropping the price or bringing in the extra money, really you could walk away from the transaction. And a lot of the time you could get your earnest money back because the appraisal came in low, and that's the reason for the cancellation. So this is why appraisals are so important. This is why we're all anxious to get them, to see where they come in at. Dana, and so yeah, when they come in low, you do have options though. So it's important to know that.
And Ryan, I know we've done this in the past too, is to go through that appraisal report and see if there's any discrepancies, and actually challenge that report as well, correct?
Yeah, it's called a dispute, really.
Mhm.
Appraisers, they're human. They make mistakes too. And every now and then, maybe they measured the house wrong. Maybe they missed a bathroom. It was like 3 bed, 2 bath, but actually there's three bathrooms.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of things, we have to kind of go through. And every now and then, they maybe have missed a comparable, another home that we feel supports the actual purchase price. So we give that to them. And sometimes they'll include it in the report during a dispute and increase the price. So that is an option too. And if you have a great agent like Dana, a lot of the times we could find a way to dispute it and try to get it increased.
absolutely, guys. Yeah, if you have any questions about appraisals, reach out to us for sure. We've done this a lot.
Yes. Bye,
Awesome, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
everyone.
Bye.